Hi everyone, this is Georgia with Georgia's Crafty Creations, and today we're going to do a short tutorial on the Scan and Cut 2. I'm going to show you how to cut a shape from a piece of cardstock around something that you just want to do a shape from rather than fussy cut the whole thing, and also how to do a mat to go right behind it. When you turn on your machine, this is the screen you will have. You will need to hit your home button. And it says the carriage and mat will move to the initial position. You hit OK. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to pattern. And we're going to select this where the circle and square are to find the pattern we want. Now the picture I want to do a shape around is this owl on a piece of cardstock. I just want mainly his head and upwards. And I want to do a mat out of this darker part down below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the shape I want first. And the shape I want is we're going to do an octagon for him. And you do have to measure the size you want it. And I have already measured him. And I want to do at least 4.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. Now if you see here, you have the same size. It gives you a pretty straight octagon. If you move one of these, it's going to move both of these. But since I want different heights and widths, if you click this button here, it will give you your aspect ratio. You can change it one by one. So my width, once again, I want my width at 4 and my height at 4.5. So my height, we're going to change to 4.5. And our width, we're going to change to 4. And once we get that set where we want it, we click the set button. And I also want to do a mat to go with it. So I'm going to click add, and I'm going to go back to my shapes, and I'm going to go down and find my octagon again. Now this time, since I did it 4.5 wide by 4 inches tall, I'm going to click the aspect ratio again, and I'm going to make my height 4.75. We'll do a 1/4 inch mat around it. And our width we're going to do to 4.25. And hit set. Now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put my paper onto my mat. And I'm going, this button right here is your scan button. I'm going to click scan. Remember to load your mat first, that's important. And then I'm going to hit the start stop button to scan it. And usually as my paper's feeding in, I smooth it down on the mat to help it stay better. And once it scans, it's going to bring a picture of your paper up right here. So I know this is the piece for my mat because it's bigger. So I'm going to bring it down here in this darker area where I want it. Now the octagon for the owl, I'm going to get his head placed right where I want it in there. And once you have those placed where you want, you hit OK. You hit your cut button. And then you hit your start stop button. And the scan and cut cuts really quick, which I really like. But I like being able to do my mat and a shape out of the paper that normally I might just use the whole thing. So once it comes out, you hit OK. And then here is my mat piece. And there is my owl. You can see it cut it pretty well. And then once you put it onto your mat, you have a perfect mat for your shape. So just play with the different shapes. You can do this with pictures, paper, magazines. And for cardstock, I have my blade set at 7. If you're doing something lighter, just lower the pressure on your blade. So I hope this helps you guys out. If you have any questions or comments, leave below. If you like this video, subscribe. And also if you jump over to Facebook, I now have a Facebook page. It's Georgia's Crafty Creations. Hope to see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye.